Tonight on Hotty Toddy News, the weather is not looking too good for the Oxford-Lafayette area, and officials are asking for residents to stay home unless there is an emergency. We'll update you on the conditions. Double Decker is back after a 2-year hiatus with a terrific lineup you do not want to miss after back-to-back cancellations. We'll have a look at the lineup straight ahead. And the housing market in the Oxford area is causing problems for buyers and sellers. We'll take a look at the problems local real estate is dealing with coming up. Hotty Toddy starts right now.
From the School of Journalism and New Media on the campus of the University of Mississippi, this is Hotty Toddy News.
Welcome back to another episode of Hotty Toddy News. I am Cameron Evans. It's been a gloomy and rainy couple of days, and with dropping temperatures, we could be in for dangerous conditions tonight. Kennedy Cooper is outside the studio. Kennedy, what is it like out there?
Thanks, Cam. As you can see, there's not much happening right now in Oxford, but Winter Storm Landon has impacted states all across the U.S. Here's a report on what's going on.
I personally love rain, but I do have a lot of plans this weekend, so I'm kind of hoping it's not too bad so I can still drive and everything.
I am not a raining kind of guy.
Snowstorm Landon has caused power outages, blocked highways, and closed schools in much of the country today. From Texas to the Northeast and Midwest, some states are expecting snowfall accumulations of up to 18 inches, tying the all-time snowfall record from the 1900s. Memphis Metro is under ice snow warning, where ice accumulations is toppling limbs and trees, causing thousands of people to lose power. In Oxford, National Weather Service has issued winter weather advisory, which means residents can expect heavy rain throughout the day and up to 1/4 inch of ice accumulation and treacherous bridges and overpasses as temperatures drop below freezing tonight. In anticipation of winter weather, the Lafayette County School District dismissed school students 2 hours early.
Oxford officials are asking people to stay off the roads. But if you must travel, please take precautions and bring a blanket in case you get stranded on the road. Cam?
Be on the lookout for severe weather warnings as well as delays and closures until tomorrow morning. Over a year after medical marijuana initially passed an initiative, it is officially signed into law. Governor Tate Reeves finally signed the medical marijuana bill right before his midnight deadline. Reeves expressed his concerns about the bill, especially the allowed amount of marijuana. The state legislature changed that amount from 4 ounces to marijuana per month to 3 ounces a month for patients. The state health department has 120 days to start accepting applications and issuing identification cards to Mississippians. Mississippians with conditions such as HIV and AIDS, Crohn's disease, Parkinson's disease, cancer, and other chronic illness qualifying for medical marijuana. In entertainment news, the city of Oxford released its lineup for the 25th annual Double Decker Festival with this morning, the first Double Decker in 2 years. Tucker Lewis was there at the release.
The Double Decker Arts Festival will take place in Oxford this April for the first time in 2 years. Coordinator Leanne Stubbs announced the return of the popular event and the music lineup today during the press conference. She says it's a relief to finally have the 25th annual Double Decker happen.
Like I said, we've planned it so many different times, and everybody's been disappointed, and so I have a good feeling. I'm happy and excited that we can finally do this and celebrate together.
Former Ole Miss baseball player and country music star Brett Young will perform on Friday, while alternative rock band The Revivalists will lead on Saturday.
We've tried to get the Revivalists in the past. It's never worked out for their routing purposes, and this year it just kind of fell in place to where we could get them, and so we're excited.
Local band Happy Landing will also perform during the event, and lead singer and guitarist Matthew Henley says the band members are excited to play at home.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of surreal. Like, as an Ole Miss student, you fall in love with Double Decker, right? And, you know, as a musician, you can always see yourself, imagine yourself on stage, but to be actually doing it is like a whole different thing. It's just wild.
In just over 2 months, the stage for the Double Decker musical acts will be just behind me. Hopefully, these streets are full of thousands of people instead of rain. Tucker Lewis, Hotty Toddy News.
Thank you, Tucker. I know I will be there for all of the festivities and food. Double Decker Weekend brings a ton of business to Airbnb and lodging in the Oxford area, but right now residents and realtors alike are getting headaches from the lack of housing for people looking for a home. Reporter Terry Dixon went to find out how people are finding a place to live.
The housing market in Oxford is looking very slim. A simple search on Zillow shows that currently there are only 25 houses priced $400,000 or below. Resident Taylor Smith says she has been struggling to buy a home.
Housing market is very expensive. Thought about getting a house here, the market is like really for a college student and trying to pay for everything out of pocket. So I'm gonna have to be settled and rethink of everything.
Associate broker Tim Phillips says the small pool of houses for sale is driving prices up.
A lot of times we'll have one house come on the market, we'll have 4 or 5 offers on it, so you have multiple offers, so it really makes it hard for somebody, first-time homeowner, to be able to find something to afford.
Oxford realtors and residents are hoping more housing becomes available or is even built to accommodate the high demand.
New construction is definitely not catching up to what we need.
Phillips said springtime typically brings more houses on the market. He is hoping inventory will catch up with the demand by the end of this year or sometime next year. Terrigan Dixon, Hotty Toddy News.
Thanks, Terrigan. With housing options scarce, you will want to start your search early this year if you plan on leasing a house or an apartment. Not only is housing an issue for the residents of the community, with the start of the spring semester, students at the University of Mississippi are having difficulty finding suitable parking spots, which is causing many students to raise concerns. Reporter Peyton Taylor went to look into the rising complaints.
Received a ticket on campus lately? You are not alone. Many Ole Miss students started the winter semester complaining about on-campus parking. For some, the logjam in parking has resulted in long waits, late class arrivals, and parking tickets.
Around 8 a.m. there is spots to park in, but after that there is hardly any parking and everyone's racing around to get the first spot.
This is just outside the Pavilion Parking Garage, which is one of the many options near everything on campus where you can park, such as the Turner Center and the Tad Smith Coliseum. And while there are over 17,000 parking spots on the campus grounds, many students say they still find themselves daily circling the lot looking for that right spot.
I have to park in the garage, which is horrible. It makes it so much harder. I'm like late to classes all the time and there's never any spots. I got to park at like the 5th floor. It just takes forever. Ole Miss parking's horrible.
We'll like carpool sometimes to class, or like some of us will drop the other off at class and then like vice versa, pick each other up because like we can't find parking.
Ole Miss Parking Director Samuel Patterson said in an email that popular commuter lots such as the Ford Center fill up quickly and that students should consider choosing lots with available parking spaces or use park and ride buses. The parking office also has future plans for another parking garage along with more daily parking spaces. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Peyton Taylor.
Thanks, Peyton. If you're a student and a fan of Ole Miss basketball, parking isn't the only thing you may be concerned about. Coach Davis and the men's basketball team came out of Baton Rouge with an upset over LSU earlier this week, but it came at a cost. Rebels freshman point guard and reigning SEC Freshman of the Week, Daeshun Ruffin, will miss the remainder of the season with a knee injury that will require surgery. Ruffin was in the top 10 of the SEC in steals, assists, and free throw percentage. Coach Kermit Davis says that he was just about to hit his peak as one of the best point guards in the conference, but expects Ruffin to enter rehab strong-minded and ready for next season. On a more positive note, yesterday was a big day for high school athletes in the Oxford Lafayette community. National Signing Day saw 10 local athletes sign on to play sports in college. Oxford High School had a total of 7 signees taking their talents to the next level. The list included 3 football players, Stratton Smith, who signed with Northwest Community College, E.J. Watley, who signed with Itawamba Community College, and Keegan Wilform, who signed with Northeast Community College. Junior Standoval, the only Charger soccer player to sign at the collegiate level, he is headed to Northwest Community College as well. Volleyball star athlete Ainsley Tackle signed with Bethel University. All-state swimmer Madeline Gaia signed with Henderson State University, and Oxford Charger equestrian world champion Avery Langley signed to Oklahoma State University, making her the first Charger in Oxford High School history to sign Division I at her sport. Lafayette County Schools had 3 football players to take their talents to the collegiate level. Trachias Woodle signed with Coahoma Community College, Kylan Vaughn signed with Northeast Community College, and J.J. Duke signed with Northwest Community College. Congratulations to all of our high school seniors. The best is yet to come. That's all for this week. You can find all of our shows as well as the latest updates on the Oxford Lafayette community on hottytoddy.com. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Cameron Evans. We'll see you next week.